Hey you guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Tempo Cane Corso. So I'm here with the Remy babies. Oh god, I'm so tired. And they're doing so good. They're 4 weeks old tomorrow. And they're just looking fantastic. Just got done cleaning out the box. And, what was that? Oh. You guys, come here. Don't make a little huddle ball right here. Go. You, go. Go play. So, my favorite two so far. The Formentino female, she's super nice. She was self-stacking the other day and was just looking mighty fine. And I really do like this big blue male. He also, you can see it there. You can almost see his front right now. His head, I'm not quite sure what it's going to do, but look at that front. Well, he just moved it, but he's got a good rear. He's got a good front. I can already see that. The brindle boy, I like him too, but and it's too young to tell. It's always too young to tell, but his croup looked like it could end up being steep, and so I was like, maybe not. But anyway, definitely liking what I'm seeing here. I still have, I think, 3 spots for boys on this litter. I have 1 solid black male, 1 brindle male, and then the rest are blue. So quite a few blue males in here. So anyway. But they're all doing really good, man. They're already wormed. We'll worm again in another 2 weeks. They'll get their first set of vaccinations at 6 weeks of age. And anyway, they're just doing fantastic. They're just starting to kind of get their. That's why I didn't want to take the time to do the video yet, and because they're just starting to kind of come alive and really you just start to see their personalities. So anyway, I'm hoping that this blue boy's head ends up being really nice because his body looks really nice. His head is, I mean, like I said, he's 3 weeks old right now. And I've been wrong more times than I can count on trying to judge heads at this age. So I know better than to do that. But anyway, but they're doing well. The big dude, the big blue boy, seems pretty dominant. And I like that. And then the Formentino female, sweet baby girl. Sweet baby girl. Hello, babies. She's just a big old house, but she does have just super structure, man. Just like her mother did at the same age. We're just hoping to get a better head out of that. So, we'll see. We shall see. What are you doing? What you doing? Biggin'. Yeah. So, as I told you guys before, I was thinking of using the name Cunard. And I may indeed call him that. Whenever my daughter left and I was going through the worst of my, see that front? You can see it there. When I was going through the worst of my, what'd you call it? Empty nest syndrome. When I was going through the worst of that, I was watching a bunch of videos about ships sinking. And that's whenever I heard about the Cunard shipping line, and it's still around. And anytime I hear something, a name that I like, you know, I'll often put it. I have a list, a very long list of names, because a lot of breeders like end up running out of names, and look at that structure. Ooh, structure. So anyway, they end up running out of names, and I wanted to make sure that didn't happen to me. And so I just always have this list of names on my phone that I have to go through whenever I'm hearing something new, and I always like it to be positive. I don't like for it to be negative. Like, you know, a lot of people have recommended in the past, like Ruffian, because they know that I like racehorses, but Ruffian died a really horrible death. Very successful, but very short-lived. And I, even though I'm a Christian, there's a part of me that's like superstitious like that. And so anyway, so I'm probably wrong, but it makes me feel more comfortable not to pick stuff like that. So anyway, so yeah, so these pups are already really big. This dude here, he's already 5 pounds, 3 weeks old, 5 pounds, man. He's gonna be a big old boy. He's a big old boy. Boo, boo, boo. You got your nose. I got your nose. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Maybe just a little bit. Just a little, yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit of a fight. Just a little bit. I just love them when they're tough, man. There's just something, like, you see how he just keeps trying to go dominate everybody? With that rear. Oh, yeah. Big old chunky babies. Sweet babies. Puppies. Trying to get their attention, but nope. Look at her, or him, trying to just, they just want to go to bed. They just want to go night-night. You just want to go night-night. You just want to go night-night. Sweet babies. I just think Cunard is a great name for a big old boy. For a big old boy. Plus he's blue like the ocean. I mean, not like the ocean. The ocean ain't that color of blue. But he's blue and the ocean is blue. And he's big, and Cunard has a bunch of like big ships. I feel like it works. But like I said, I don't know for sure that he's the one I'm going to take. It just depends. I don't want to be, you know, cliche and be like, I want the big blue one. He just, you know, he's just a nice dude. And as you guys know, it's very rare. A Smurf is the first blue dog I've kept. Most of them don't end up being the nicest dogs. But this breeding, and I've often said this, if you don't pick on color and you pick on type and structure, then eventually when you do throw that color, you will be able to keep it because it will be nice enough to keep. But if you just keep on color and size, before you've done that hard work, then, you know, you won't have something worth keeping. And so anyway, and for me, like, if you're gonna, it's keeping studs. I don't know if you guys have, I didn't even realize this until yesterday. I kind of figured it out on my own, but, for some reason, I haven't had much faith in my own studs, which is a very weird thing. I didn't realize that I even felt that way, but, I haven't kept back one of my own studs yet. I kept back Hefe. And then I didn't even use him before I sold him. And now I've used him. After I saw how good he was producing, I used him. And I realized that I had some type of weird mental hang-up, which didn't make any sense, because if I like my females, there's no reason I wouldn't like my males. But I guess to some degree, I always felt like I could use my, use my females, and then the males that I purchased would kind of make up for any inadequacies that there may be. But the truth is, my males are getting older now. Preacher has probably already hit retirement. And Batista's not far from him. He's only 2 years younger. And Batista's such a good producer that I figured, you know what, I really do need to start keeping back. And so I have a male in a home out of my Battista and Mona litter, a black male. He's super nice dog, with a customer that I really trust. Really good dude too. He's always been very nice, and runs a really good business, has great reviews. And so I was really happy to be a part of that blessing of him having a super nice dog. And so anyway, I have him local for breeding rights. I've got another male out of Velocity and Don Juan. That way, no matter what, I'll have my Velocity line still going, even if this brindle female doesn't work out. And then this guy. So the reason why I really like this breeding is because, and I will say I really liked the breeding I like the heads better, actually, out of my Mona and Battista breeding so far. But the structure in this breeding should be really nice. The hips on Preacher's lines are super good. Some of the best that I've ever seen. And Batista's hips are also really good. He got an OFA excellent on his preliminaries. And his pen hip was absolutely fantastic. So he's got really good hip stuff going on. The structure's really good on Batista's side, with both fronts, rears, and top lines. And on and on Preacher's side, he has really good fronts in there as well. So Remy has a really good front, body, all of that stuff. Her head's not good though, but my point is that when you're looking to use a stud, or you want to keep a stud, a lot of people will keep, like, let's say that you take two dogs, like let's say I took Preacher and Cashmere, right? And I thought I had a good male in there, and so I keep it. Well, the truth of the matter is that there's not enough consistency in those lines to be able to reproduce. Even if that male was super nice, there's not enough consistency there behind that dog to guarantee that that is what you're going to get going forward. You really want to make sure that when you use a stud, that dog has good structure on both sides of the pedigree going back for a while, because the stud is really important to be able to produce good quality and consistency and all of that stuff. So that's what I really like about this breeding, is that there's a lot of good structure, there's a lot of good health stuff going on, a lot of good hips. Like, I feel like a male out of this breeding I could really trust to be able to provide consistency, right? Reliable consistency. And even if the head is not fantastic, that's fine, because I've got really good heads. I've got Asia that I could use. I've got her daughter. And I've got Idra and Jolene. I've got quite a few really good heads, so I'm not super worried about that going forward. The head, I think I have a lot of. And anyway, so that's why I'm really excited about it. So, yeah. So if you're interested in one of these males, like I said, I've got quite a few males, all in colors that people like. I know that Second Pick Male was looking at the brindle boy, so if you don't like brindles, there's odds are that he won't be available. Although I will say he's the second biggest in the litter, so he's by no means a dog to avoid by any stretch. But if you're looking for a beautiful blue boy out of Battista, even if you're looking for something for your breeding program, I would say that these are all going to be really great candidates. Oh, God. I got to get up. So anyway, I've got to get to work. Got to run some errands and get home and, do some chicken work. So hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.